Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen. It's been the first week of your Emperor Trump putting himself in place, and I don't want you to get confused. It would have been the same no matter which little puppet dictator you wanted to put into place. But the fact still remains, the shit show is on. There's extra fluoride in the water, apparently, or at least extra chemtrails in the sky. God only knows why everybody is so stuck on stupid this week. But we're going to figure it out, man. We're going to get down to the bottom of it, and we're going to put down just a little bit of information and a little bit of truth for you right here, kids, because the Friday Night Super Show starts right now.
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody!
The Friday Night Damn right. Tag team champs, bitches. The motherfucking Friday Night Super Show. Number one in the world, baby. Hey, enough of the goddamn horse shit. Let's start the show.
Oh, yeah, babies. You know what night it is. You know what time it is. That's right. The Friday Night Super Show back here on the air on the last voice for Liberty Network. I am the mouth, babies. Laughing and scratching at you like I always try to do. Joined here by my brother from another mother, man, Mr. Spent Kent, the crazy one, out here joining us, man. Kent, how in the fuck is you tonight, man?
How you doing? Yo, my name is Spent Kent. I'm a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that.
You know, I hate those guys. I really hate those guys.
Ball, and you can't teach that. Bada boo, the realest guys in the room. How are you doing?
Shit.
Who's that? Enzo.
I hate those guys. I think that guy sucks so bad. Really. I just as soon crush his larynx with my boot heel, you know, to be quite honest.
We got a couple of haters here. Haters. Oh, how you doing there, brother?
Oh, you know,
great
man,
to be here again.
Back here,
Friday night.
You know, man, back here for our weekly, at least my weekly therapy session, the Friday Night Super Show. Grab your beers and open your ears, kids, because there's a little bit of shit that we got to get to. I mean, in case you hadn't noticed, some ass clowns. I'm not trying to name names or anything like that, but a whole shit ton of ass clowns have actually decided to elect Donald Trump to be president, and guess what? It happened within this last week. Now, I don't know whether they were deluded as to whether or not Donald Trump was actually going to, you know, do something positive for them or anything like that, or become anything less of a fascist that, you know, we kind of all told you that that's what he was going to do. You know, you elect a multi-billion-dollar businessman to the office of your presidency, and you don't expect fascism to come. I do not know what in the fuck is the matter with all of you out there, but that's what you did. And then you know, I can appreciate that people will sit there and go, well, you know, it was either him or Hillary. No, it wasn't. It really wasn't. Okay, you need to grasp that concept. It was not just him or Hillary, and before any of you say Gary Johnson or Jill Stein or even a good guy like Vermin Supreme,
Vermin.
you don't, because electing rulers is retarded and ridiculous in my opinion. But that notwithstanding, some of you out there still actually believe that government is going to end up doing you some good. Well, this is why we're here, kids. This is why we do the Friday Night Super Show. This is why we come on the air and have a few drinks with you every Friday night. It's because, well, you know what? You might be just a little bit misled. You might just be the sheep with the bull ring in your nose that's got the chain hooked onto the old shepherd's staff. And as soon as they take a step, oh, you take a step, and all the rest of you keep on following along. That's okay. I'm not going to hate on you. I'm not going to be the dick.
A hater?
Don't say that. God damn it, don't say that. No, I'm not going to be that dick that comes out here and tries to condemn you for thinking the way you did, or trying to be that dick that condemns you for trying to believe in the Constitution, even though most of you have absolutely no idea what the fuck it says, especially most of you constitutionalists. I'm not going to be that dick that comes out here and tells all you liberals that, oh my Christ, dressing up like a pussy on a certain day and marching into Washington is just going to do some good. No, it's not. I'm not going to be that dick. Okay? What I am going to do, and what me and my brother Spent Kent is going to do, is we're going to sit here and try and explain to you what is about to happen, what is happening, and where it's going to lead. Look, I have no party affiliations, as I know Spent Kent doesn't, and guess what? We sit back and look at you people arguing on a daily fucking basis, man. A daily. Ever since he took off. It is like 15 minutes after he took office. This shit has been started. I don't know why you guys waited till he took office. But either way, that notwithstanding, we're not going to sit here and try to blow smoke up your party line ass. Okay? We're going to sit here and tell you why both of these parties are ridiculous, why your choices and political affiliations are completely ridiculous, and we're going to try and explain to you just why they're going to take you down the fucking road to hell. Not only us, but your future generations, your kids, your grandkids, if you're out there and you have them, you know what I'm talking about. But Kent, this first week of Emperor Trump, and I'm going to call him Emperor Trump just because everybody else is calling him Führer, and I'm not that German, a little bit, but not that much.
Emperor's fine, it works.
It's the same thing. Whether you're Führer, Emperor, head nigger in charge, man. Shit, fuck, put that shit out.
The master in chief.
Who in the fuck is in charge of you besides you?
Exactly.
You know, there's a thing that we'll get to here at the end of the show. But man, I want to hit some of these big talking points that they keep putting out on the mainstream media, because I absolutely know that a good chunk of you out there still kind of keep an eye on it, whether or not you're believing it or just watching it as a third party like I do. And I'm not talking libertarian, okay? So calm that shit down. You look at it as I do, and I sit here and scream. I don't understand why the neighbors haven't called the cops on me yet. Because in the morning, I get up and I watch the mainstream media news. I do. I've admitted this to you people several times, just because, you know, we got to keep an eye on what they're doing, what they're pushing out to everybody else that still believes that. You have to counteract that, man. I scream at this television every single morning. Why? Because they lie on a continual basis. They even make me go so far as to have to defend Donald Trump sometimes. And for fuck's sakes, if there's one thing I absolutely hate doing, I'd rather cut my dick off and throw it in the river. But yet,
Shave your balls with a chainsaw sounds easier.
That'd be way easier, man. Do you have a chainsaw? No, kids.
Shave my balls with a chainsaw.
This is it's that same thing. It's that same thing that we have to keep going through each and every day. And I saw a meme earlier this week, man. I really wanted to point this out to the listeners of old Jean-Luc Picard, Patrick Stewart there from Starship Enterprise. Everybody knows you got a great meme when you've got Patrick Stewart in it. But it pointed out the fact that, and I lost my point. I really forgot. I just don't understand why everybody can flip sides that quickly. And I know I saw it in 2012, where there was so much blowback from Obama getting in there. And, you know, I kind of chalked it up, half of it to, or at least a quarter of it, to racism. You throw a black man in president, and then you're going to get a bunch of people fucking bitching about shit, no matter what he's done or hasn't done, as far as that goes. But then the more investigation that you do into what who and Barack Obama was and what he has done, and including what he has done in your Senate, and I call it your Senate because I'll have no part of these fucking criminals. But hey, what he was doing was wrong. It was everything against what we have been believing as true freedom. And to be quite honest, he kind of set the big playboard for old Hairdo to come in here and bring his fast. I'm sure Benito Mussolini had just sat up in his grave earlier today, ladies and gentlemen, clapping, cheering, because his form of fascism is really going to come along. Now, in case you kids are not familiar with the term fascism, that is when the government controls business. Now, let me explain this to you real slow, okay? Because I know sometimes not everybody gets it. It is Friday night, and hopefully you're cracking your beers and opening your ears trying to get this. If you've cracked it more than a few before showtime, this is for you, okay? If you elect a multi-billion-dollar businessman, okay, multi-billion-dollar, many businesses all over, hundreds of businesses that he owns, okay? What do you think is going to happen when he becomes president? All those businesses, all those investments, everything else is going to come to fruition because, hey, guess what? That's his pocket. It ain't yours. It ain't ours. It's his pocket. Oh, Lee, he gave up his businesses and turned them over to his kids. That's right. Oh, so that means the money's still going to stay in the family. He's still going to stay a big multi-million-dollar family member and somebody who apparently can keep on being the puppet. Now, what they're going to do with Trump, and this is just an observation. This is just me prognosticating a little bit, okay? A little bit of guesswork here. I can be wrong. Haven't been, but I can be. You know what? They planned this all along, man. This is the final push. Because all of you sheep out there have been so just succumbed by the emotions or by the gut and American flag and everything else that this stupid hairpiece, and this is what I call him, a hairpiece, has come out to say. Just like he would have, just like he did with Obama, just like he did with George Bush, just like he did with Clinton, just like he did with Bush Sr. And you guys keep following along the same stupid diatribe and sucking it up like hogs at the fucking trough, man. I mean, seriously, ladies and gentlemen, in America, I have not seen this. I can only compare what has happened in this last week with Trump's first presidency as to people fucking literally being hogs at the trough. I've never seen hogs slop up this much shit in my life. But I'm watching you people do it en masse on a daily basis, whether you're on the left side or the right side.
Yeah.
You really are. I mean, you got stupid-ass idiots. And I'm going to call them idiots because I don't care if they've got a vagina or not. Stupid-ass idiots who think that people will take them seriously if they go down, march on Washington, and dress up as giant furry tacos. I don't understand that one bit. What type of message are you trying to get across? You know, let me tell you what. Wait. What is that, ladies? Oh, you were trying to... It doesn't matter. You're dressed up like pussies. You are putting on vagina costumes and walking around the street. Spent Kent, you know, you've seen the post. Are we going to, like, take this march down to Washington all dressed up like dicks, eating bacon and drinking beer? Come on, man. It sounds like a good idea, to be quite honest. It sounds like pretty much a good bunch of fun. I mean, I'm not too keen on dressing up like a penis or anything like that, you know, but...
And, you know, after my first 18 pack, that might sound like a cool idea. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it.
Oh, shit. You know, if they're going to buy the beer, fuck, I'll come down and fucking be an ass for all of you, but it really doesn't matter. But still, do you think that any of that, if that were the response from the male community as far as, listen, kids, we're going to touch on this women's march here first because, good Christ, I know too many smart women that were in support of this. And I really just don't understand it. You know, it really baffles my mind, man. But, man, I got to ask you, if Hillary Clinton had won, would there have been a women's march?
Well, yeah, in support of her, probably, for the leftards that were... You know, the libtards that are over there, you know, just all Hillary fans. But, yeah, I mean, shit. You know, there's so much divide and conquer. I mean, there's this and there's so much going on with Trump and the whole Hillary thing and the whole voting and the corruption. There's so much divide and conquer now. There's like groups of this people against that people. And I'm like, man, here we are, it's 2017. We need to fucking be uniting. Enough of this nonsense. It sounds like that's
well, you gotta stop acting like
there too, Lee, because there's just so much division right now. Infighting, everything. There's always so much division. It's like we gotta stop this division.
It really is.
People need to wait. People need to freaking understand. You know, we're all getting played, and they're all getting paid. So
well, you've got a great point there. The infighting and guys, how many times have I tackled this topic on however many shows that I've done? I mean, for Christ's sakes, man. Do I have to come back there? You kids, stop the fucking fighting, for Christ's sakes. I feel like my dad in the front seat of a 79 fucking Chevy fucking wagon in 1982. You know, and turn around and go, you fucking kids, I swear to Christ, don't make me come back there because, God damn it, quit fucking fighting with each other. What in the fuck is your problem?
Yep.
There is one problem, kids, and I think that we really need to start embracing this. And every time people start bringing this up within the last week or the last 2 weeks, really, you know, let's fight over this, let's fight over that. I just want to chime in there, like, and I feel like the old man. You know, I pretty much know nobody's listening to me, but God damn it, I got to say it anyway because fuck. You goddamn kids are acting ridiculous. I mean, goddamn cockulous, man. Go ahead, buddy.
I'm saying I think it's gotten worse, too. I mean, obviously, because of the election and everything we were just talking about with Trump. It's just gotten worse, too. There's just more division now. It seems like there's more topics on division. Even with the whole, you know, ANCAP and ANCOM and there's just so many things that, like, people are just picking and nicking away. And it's like, man, we need to be uniting. This is not the time. This is not the time for this nitpicking shit. And there's just so much infighting and so much different topics of division that we're up against right now, Lee. It sucks.
Oh, you're right.
You can just see it. It's gotten worse. And so people need to just simmer down and wake up and just start thinking about unity here and getting together and stopping these crooks.
Well, you're 100% right, dude. Especially within the last week and a half. It started a couple days before the inauguration. It depends on which word you want to use there, kids. But it's really started before that. And the thing is it's all got one root problem, kids. I mean, I don't want to sit here and tout anarchism like it's the end-all, be-all, greatest thing ever, but you know what? What's your root problem? Who has caused more problems in this world? What group, what entity has caused more problems in this world than anybody else? Oh, that would be government.
Yeah.
I was at lunch today with the boss man and all the employees, and he turned to me. He's like, "What's the number one enemy facing humanity today?" And I was, government. Government, hands down. Said it quite loud in the restaurant. Government. Sorry, but it is. I know that nobody wants to accept that fact. Nobody wants to really, feel that truth come in. But kids,
they're used to masters,
how do you kill a fucking rattlesnake, man? You cut the fucking head off, right?
No.
Well, hey, guess what? How many more problems in this country can be caused by government before people actually look and go, shit, the goddamn rattlesnake is the government. Let's cut that shit off.
Yeah.
I've got great friends, family even that I call them, on Facebook and everywhere else around that sit there and they go, well, give Trump a chance. Or Trump was put here by God to do this. Or things like that. And you know what?
Boy.
No, he wasn't. Nothing that comes from government is good. Nothing ever.
No.
If Trump was put here by God, dude, it's punishment. Go ahead, buddy.
I'd say a little further, too. I mean, if you really want to keep dissecting and just, go all the way, I mean, it's the belief in government, too. It's what the people have their belief in government. That's what makes the government. I mean, that's what it is. It's their belief. If they didn't believe in it, then the government wouldn't exist, and these problems wouldn't exist. But also, beyond the government, too, as far as head of the snake, is our monetary system. The bankers, the ones that are creating the money out of thin air and just doing this Ponzi scheme with the government and corporations, and they're all in bed together. And that system of government is working for them. And the fact that the humans here, in the in the world, all mankind and womankind, most of them, except for a few of us, don't believe in government. But their belief in government makes it all happen. And that's what we have to do, is get their. That's the main goal, I think, is get them to understand you don't have to have a belief in government. You don't have to believe that. You got to understand what self-ownership is. You got to understand that. And liberty, I guess, and freedom, actual true freedom is. And once they get that, government will cease to exist. The way that we do things, the monetary, we'll be working together instead of against each other, little topics. And with these rulers that are just reaping the benefits.
That's to say that that's the thing, though, man. You don't you hit it right there on the head, buddy. You don't like government. Great. Neither do I. Neither does Spent Kent. Neither do several million of my friends. But you still keep voting. You still keep supporting. You still keep saying, well, you know what? He did this. He did. He ended TPP. No, he didn't. That shit was dead before he ever got there. Right?
Yeah, that was kind of exaggerated.
Then you've got my friends on the other side who have been boycotting and protesting and fighting against the Keystone Pipeline. But what did he do this week? He went and he said, you know what? that shit's going to go on because, well, I've already $1 million invested. And he didn't exactly say that out loud, but that's the truth of it, ladies and gentlemen. He's already millions of dollars invested in this, much like so many other corporations around here. But what did he try to do? He tried to draw it back a little bit for the people. A couple days later, and I'm not sure anybody else has heard this yet, but he told the Canadian pipeline and transfer, who's building the pipeline, that they have to use American-built steel. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in case you're not completely hip to what fascism is, that's when government controls industry. Okay? It's when businesses around the country will be controlled exclusively by the government. Okay, if you need reference, take a look at Italy in 1940s. Okay, 1930s and 1940s. Google Benito Mussolini just for a little bit. Okay, if you want a definitive version of what fascism is. But that's what it is. And you're sitting there going, well, you know what? What's so wrong with him saying that they need to, produce things with American steel here? That gives us Americans jobs. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? But what else does it do, kids? It puts the steel industry directly in the back pocket of your government.
Just like a lot of other industries are.
And this is a dying industry in this country. It has been for several years because, well, guess what? They've been going overseas and getting it cheaper. Why? Because Americans think that they're worth just a little bit more. And hey, guess what? Sometimes American ingenuity is worth just a little bit more. But that means a little bit of a price. Couple that with the building of the wall, which of course, you keep saying that, and please, don't tell me that Mexico's going to pay for it. And
I thought he was joking when he said that. I thought he was doing a comedy thing.
Yeah, you even got Lindsey fucking Graham.
He's shooting hot air out of his fucking ass. What the fuck? Anybody can believe he's going to have Mexico pay for a wall. I got some used cars to sell you.
Yeah, some beachfront property. Beachfront property in fucking New Mexico right there for you, kids. Contact me or Spent Kent on your favorite fondle slab, okay?
Look you right up.
No, kids, he actually is sitting there going, and this is what's being kicked around. This is the big thing going around, is that they're going to put a 20% tariff tax on products coming from Mexico. Now, you know what products come from Mexico, don't you? If you don't, you can ask your Senator Lindsey Graham. He's right up there in your Senate, in your little congressional. Oh, we can hold everything. Lindsey Graham comes out and says today, you know what? You can't get rid of tequila or margaritas or things. That's bad. And I want to quote him on this because it's so fucking ridiculous. Mucho sad. This is what this stupid fuck said, okay? So you can actually, and it extends down to Corona too. He mentioned Corona in his shit, okay? And this is all he's worried about. You can't get rid of Mexican liquor. Wait, why? What? Who's it? What fucking what planet is this person on? Oh no! He was just trying to appeal to your basic lower instincts, man. Let me escape reality just for a little bit by going down to the bar and hanging out with my friends and having a few drinks. Or sitting back on my couch, turning off the TV, turning on some tunes, and having a few drinks. You can't have tequila no more. Can't have no Corona. What are you going to do? What is that really what's important here, Lindsey Graham? No, it's not. This is what these people try to do. They try to bait you on the one things that they allow you to have.
Yeah.
Okay? If Donald Trump would have came out yesterday and said, you know what, we're shutting down all talks with Mexico because they're trying to charge us too much for weed. I could get behind that. I could actually support something like that. But no, that's not the case. He's like, I want you to build a wall on your northern border like you got on your southern border, and I want you guys to pay for it. They're like, fuck you. And he's like, well, you know what? I'll charge the American people, and then you can't sell your stuff here no more. Where do you think, ladies and gentlemen, I really want you to contemplate this real quick, man. Where do you think that 90% of Mexico's income comes from? Here. Here. Not there. Not Guatemala. It's not coming from fucking Hawaii. It's not coming from Japan. It's coming from here.
Francois.
France. No. Jesus Christ. Never try to get your Peter sucked in France. It'll turn green. Tell me. Oh, Ben, chime in here, Ben.
I don't know, man. I'm just sitting here cracking up, dude. It's just so stupid. The building the wall thing too. Oh my goodness! And again, there's just it perfectly sets up the divide. Forget about the money thing you were just talking about too, which is funny, and the ideologies. But it does divide, it's another, like, the people are like, yeah, we need to do that. There's a whole group out there that's like, yeah, we need to keep people out and worried, scared about terrorism. And then you got, the more sane people are like, nah, I don't think we're going to have a wall. And then you have the people that really get all offended and butthurt and actually believe them and want to go, march around and taco shoots. And, man, divide and conquer, man. It's just working. God, I can't believe it's working so well these days, isn't it?
Well, it is, man. And I think that's my main gripe with this country right now. Is that you people are actually letting them hook you up by the nose ring, okay? And yes, you have a nose ring. They see it because they lead you around by it each and every time. Whether it's, oh my God, I can't have an abortion, or oh my God, I can't do this, or I can't do that. Well, it must be the guy that the other party elected. That's the whole fucking problem right there. Is the other guy that the other party elected, not the one that I voted for. They elected this dick, and now everything is shit. No, kids, everything has been shit for fucking decades, all right? It's about time that y'all pull your heads out of your collective asses, all right, and start thinking like fucking individuals, for Christ's sakes.
It's the same shit, different, president, different year, different decade. It's gotten worse, though. They keep getting their stranglehold tighter and tighter, If you look at how corporate and how the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer, the middle class is getting wiped out, they're getting really good at it. They're getting better and better. Now we got Trump in there, and like, this billionaire guy is going to take over, and let's see how strict we can really get. How about losing some more freedoms? Fuck the First Amendment.
Yeah. Kids, this is actually what's coming down the pipe, man.
That anyway.
Yeah. Well, number one, who does need it anyway? Because that shit was given to you by God.
First Amendment.
That shit was given to you. Those rights were given to you by God. The only reason you people sit out there and act, this really kills me, Ken. It really does. Is when people sit out there and act like government is giving them their rights. That's what those 10 amendments are there for. No, it isn't. You dumb fuck. Those 10 amendments were put into place because those are rights you already have, and there are supposed to be rules about the government not taking those rights away. So what they do, they put down some rules that say, hey, you can't do this. But in the end, if they ignore all the fucking articles at the beginning of the Constitution, those parts that you didn't fucking read and your school didn't fucking teach you about, guess what? The 10 amendments that they put down in there don't mean dick. And in case you haven't noticed in the last decade, kids, they don't mean dick to them at all. Ask your police. Ask your government. Ask your senator, state, local, federal. It doesn't matter. Ask them, because they don't know. Why? Because that's not being taught anymore to them. Why do you think cops don't know the fucking law? They only know the acts and statutes that they're supposed to enforce. They only know how to, what's the word I'm looking here for? Extort you.
There you go.
That's all they know. You know, somebody put it to me earlier in a discussion I was having during the day today. Hey, you know what? Maybe we should just have cops who break the law be put to death. That should be their punishment. Maybe they'd smarten the fuck up and not keep breaking the law or kicking in 15-year-olds' faces.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit, man, that's pretty fucking harsh, but what are you leaving us with, man? What alternatives are we getting left for us to have? They're forcing us to become just as violent as they are, and that's their fucking plan, man.
Up to the top, yeah. The cops are just stooges, you know, and most states, they're all just stooges, you know. They don't know. Yeah, they all have a belief in government. That's what we're really having to tackle here. It's a mindset. It's the way they think. They're brought up to think that these guys are my masters and I have to obey them, and at all costs. And you know, if that belief in authority is so strong that it tells you to do something immoral, and you know it's immoral, but you still do it because because it's not me doing it. It's the authority that's telling me to do it. Well, that's kind of a childish way to look at life, isn't it?
It truly is, dude. That's like having your mother come and tell you that you know what, your sister's a virgin, you better fuck her. What? No. No. No, I'm not gonna do that. Well, you know what? If you don't, I'm gonna shoot you in the head or put you in a cage. Wait, what? No! Mom, no, you wouldn't do that to me. My mother wouldn't do that to me. My father wouldn't have done that to me. Nobody's parents would do that to you. I don't care what your fucking Pornhub tells you, okay? That's not going to happen. Because it's horrible. It's something you wouldn't do. It's something that good people wouldn't do. You wouldn't fucking go out and take your newborn baby, bend him over a fucking rail and fuck him up the ass now, would you? Because that's fucked up. That's sick. That's disgusting.
Yep.
There is something seriously wrong with you. But inherently, ladies and gentlemen, if you keep on following along, sucking the tit of government, that's what's going to come out of it. It really is.
Yep.
And isn't that something that we're going to lead for our children, for our grandchildren, for descendants beyond us? Do we really just want to bend them over the goddamn rail and fuck them?
That's a nasty
No.
way to put it.
It's horrible. But goddammit, I mean, how fucking horrible do I have to fucking start to explain this? Or how many horrible fucking ways do I have to present this to you before you actually grasp onto the reality? And Kev, we have been, and now to be positive here for a few minutes, kids, we have actually seen that start to happen. They've run out of copies of 1984. Probably because a lot of us have been chiming in about how much 1984 is right there and already a part of our fucking lives. But yet, all the copies are sold out. They can't print enough because people are starting to go, all right, this long-haired bastard that I was partying with the other night started talking to me about some 1984 shit. I got to look into this. I got to look into who George Orwell is, where this has come from. They're starting to figure it out, man. I mean, there is that glimmer of hope. I'm not going to say that I'm giving up the glimmer of hope or walking away
I'm not
from what we're
saying
doing,
that
man.
either give up the glimmer of hope, but there's a huge battle ahead of us. I mean, again, it goes back
You're
to the
fucking right.
philosophy of the belief in authority and being able to overcome that for people. It's hard that they've been indoctrinated so long to where, like, we were just talking about examples, like you're telling an army guy to go shoot somebody he doesn't know. Has never done him wrong before. It's kind of an immoral thing, but the fact that he has authority to do it from the authority he believes in lets him go ahead and do something that he normally wouldn't do.
Well, not only shoot somebody that he doesn't know, but shoot their wife, shoot their children.
Yeah, I mean, bomb the shit out of them or whatever else. I mean, this is just a small. I'm just using one scenario, but there's a million options that people end up doing that they normally wouldn't do under the belief of authority, under the belief of like, oh, it's okay because they told me to do it, or it's okay because it's a war, it's okay because of this or that and the other.
That's right.
And you don't, you're out there just killing and bombing and shooting, and you don't know there's people you're doing it against, and a lot of them are innocent and everything else. Like, you can go down that road, and most of them are really. This is just playing the chessboard of the guys at the top that are just raking on the money that you have for no reason whatsoever. People out there listening, should you believe or trust or listen to a person that's that immoral? They don't have any authority. The only authority they have is your authority that you give them.
And don't give anybody authority,
to become an anarchist, you got to understand that as like the only person that gives them authority over you is you.
Exactly.
And once you realize that, that's the when awakening really starts kicking in.
And that's one of the more painful things about trying to explain anarchism or even being an anarchist, kids, is, I'm not trying to Mad Max Road Warrior some shit off you, okay? No. I ain't. I want you to leave me alone just as much as you want me to leave you alone, okay? If you want to go and scrape out your fucking baby with a goddamn coat hanger, as much as I don't agree with that, as much as I find that to be fucking murder, go ahead. Go do it and be successful with it. You will have all my blessings. You know why? Because it's your fucking choice. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to fucking disagree with it, and I'm going to tell you why it's wrong. I'm going to tell you on multiple layers why it's wrong. Why you're killing another human being. Okay? It ceases to become your choice once another life is involved. Sorry. That's the way it works. You can't keep believing this government thing that, oh, really, it's my body, my choice. Yeah, until you decide to become a fucking cum dumpster and then expect everybody else to fucking foot the bill. All right?
Yeah, I mean, there's all that type of shit. Again, I mean, the whole belief in authority thing. People say it's okay, or somebody says it. Some hidden entity says it's okay to do it. That everybody's going by. Like who gives you? You were saying that earlier, Leo. You were spot on. Like, who gives you your rights? I mean, these rights are ours. It's not like the government can give us rights. If they can give us rights, they can take them away. So it's not like the government. Like, who gave Nancy Pelosi the authority to give Spankana a right?
Nancy Pelosi. Oh, you said Nancy. Anyway, no, it's like shivers crawling up my spine. You said Nancy Pelosi.
They don't have the authority. Who gives them the authority to give us rights? It's that whole belief system. You got to understand where your rights come from, where you are, and self-ownership. And that's the uphill battle, getting people to, because people are not going to, they're going to deny, they're not going to want to hear it. A lot of people are just don't.
Well, they're afraid, man.
Ownership.
They're afraid, Ken. They are scared to fucking death. They're scared to death that, absolutely, that if we got rid of Big Brother, if we got rid of the police state, if we actually started to take responsibilities for ourselves, there you go. It's that whole taking responsibility for yourself. We've been bred for many, many years to sit there and go, well, government will take care of us. And government sits there and goes, hey, general welfare clause. They'd like to tout these certain parts of the Constitution that they want to use to their advantage, when in fact they ignore all the fucking rules that have been put there. See, that general welfare clause might as well you could wipe your fucking ass with that tomorrow, okay, kids? You really could. Because that's only used just to keep on defying the rest of the articles, the rest of the rules, the rest of the First Tenement, the Bill of Rights, which you so fucking cherish. You got to understand, and this may be the hardest part. You know, dude, as a former constitutionalist, man, I was strict on the Constitution. I really was. I was like, let's hold these people to task. Let's hold these people to the rules that were set there for them. And then, once I went through it, once I explained it to the people, and yes, kids, I did do a show called Date Night with the Constitution, where we went with 2 editions of Black's Law, dictionaries, everything else. Went through the articles and the first 15 amendments, okay? And it was at that point that I went, this piece of paper don't mean shit. Because nobody wants to enforce it. Nobody wants to enforce it because A, nobody knows how. B, nobody has any fucking balls anymore. And C, what are you going to do? You going to fight against your rocket launchers and your anti-missile systems, you know, like they're using out there in Standing Rock, because God knows the fucking Indians are out there fucking just droning the shit out of them.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's a ridiculousness that people will sit there and say, man, that's too stupid to be real. But it is. You have to sit back and look at these things from an actual logical standpoint, man. All right? Like I said, you elect a big business leader to be your fucking president, and then you're fucking wondering why he's backing all these big businesses. You sit out there and dress yourselves up as vaginas and come out and say, well, men get free razors, we should get free tampons. With signs like that, I saw them at the march. Those were there. Not photoshopped. Kent, my face has not felt a razor in years. If I didn't know I could get free ones. You know. I was,
razors, man. I don't know. I need to shave, actually. I got a little gray beard going, but gray hair, too. Got to color it. This age thing from showing.
They're fighting over stupid shit that shouldn't have ever been fucking fought over. We're arguing over fucking semantics, kids.
Conquer, again, more bullshit that we have to deal with, and trying to get people's, mind set the right way to, like, hey, wake up, freedom, hello.
Well, nobody knows what freedom is, dude.
Bringing self-ownership, and you can start seeing things. I mean, if this was a movie, I mean, they'd all be watching and they'd be rooting for us. They always root for the underdog, the freedom fighter. But then they go home and then they're like, oh, I have to obey these rules, and I'm going to vote for my master. And,
yep. Got to pay my taxes. Got to pay my taxes to the federal government. Got to pay my taxes to the state government. Got to pay my taxes to the local government. Before you know it, dude, half of what you work for. Now, let me put this in simple terms for people. You go out and you work a 40-hour week at, say, $20 an hour. All right?
Wishing.
Yeah, that'd be great. You're pulling down, what, $600, $700 a week almost? Imagine half of that being taken from you.
Yep.
Because that's the reality. You don't even have to imagine it. Go out, get one of those jobs, make that type of money, and then imagine half of that being taken away. All right? What are you living off of? You're living off of nothing more than what a $7.25 an hour McDonald's employee is making on a 40-hour week. And you want to sit here and tout like these people are doing you some good? What, because old hairdo signed a piece of paper that said, nope, no TPP. What? That was dead 6 months ago. He didn't fucking do nothing.
It's even worse than that. I mean, when we're just dealing with Trump or when you were just talking about, half your paycheck's gone and everything. What are you working for? I mean, that's it. That's right there where I go. I say, actually, the head of the snake, the central bankers, and their money system, their monetary system. How they, put money out in the air, lend it to the government. The government charges income taxes now to pay them back and their interest. It's a big scheme. They're all the corporations, and I mean, it goes on and on and on. But that's what we have here in the oligarchy with
Bing.
corporate. And we were just talking about the Constitution. It's like, well, I wish we could go back to that Constitution shit. We did a couple steps back or forward to the right direction. But, again, the Constitution doesn't protect you. It's still just a piece of paper with writing on it. It's the belief in government, the belief in authority. It's where people got to get the awakening going on and understanding I'm free, self-ownership. I'm not going to harm anybody. I'm not trying to harm anybody. I'm trying to help people. It's a change in attitude, in philosophy, in life, in this world, that what we should be doing. Instead of doing what's going on now by these, rich, few, elite fucking psychopaths.
That's
that
what
run
it is.
Everything, from the money all the way down to the whole system, and our belief in the system, or our belief in these masters, government, which, me and you obviously don't have there, Lee, and others are listening. And we need more people to understand that. Stop the belief in government. Stop the belief that you need a master. Stop the belief that somebody else can make a decision. Make your self-ownership. Stop being a baby. Own up to being part of the human race, where we help each other out and live decent, fulfilled lives through anarchy instead of freaking not chaos, but anarchy. The people deciding together what's best for us, not without rules, but without rulers. It's us doing what's best for each other, for ourselves.
And I've got to believe that a majority of us, I've got to believe it, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm a fucking fool. Maybe I'm just out here, running my mouth for no fucking reason or whatever. But I've got to believe that, in an anarchist society, would we really just try to tear each other apart? I mean, no. Most of us are out here just trying to scrape fucking by, okay? Just trying. You know what? Here at the place I live, water got shut off. Why? Business has been slow, man. We can't, there ain't enough work for us to be able to fucking pay all the goddamn bills. But goddamn it, let's put another fucking oil pipeline out there. The one that can bust, like we had here in Iowa. 370 million gallons or whatever fuck you have it. 208. I can't remember the number. But shit tons of... They had to shut down 2 miles of road. Why? Did they tell you about where all that oil went? Did they tell you about how it was getting cleaned up? No. They don't. But it happens on a daily basis, kids. You wonder why people are protesting putting in another goddamn fucking pipeline. Gee, 293 oil spills and pipeline breaks this year alone. And you wonder why people are standing up at Standing Rock. Nope, just a bunch of engines, bunch of Redskins, who cares? Doesn't matter. They don't matter. They haven't mattered for years. Well, you know what? Maybe they do, all right? Maybe they got a fucking point, all right? Maybe those people are standing up for 18 million other people who are not Native Americans to have clean water. Holy crap.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Let's make terrorists. Let's go down. Let's put up the anti-missile system. Let's get our jackbooted thugs in their right gear to spray them with water in 20 degrees. Come on, man.
Using our tax dollars.
Yeah. All at the cost of you, kids. You're all worried about building a wall with Mexico and who's going to pay for that. You're paying for people to torture innocent people on a daily basis. You're paying for that.
Planet. peacefully protecting our planet. Yeah, that's how sickening it is.
Well, and what? Why?
I'm just believing my authority. I believe in my masters, so I believe in authority. So I'm going to go ahead and spray this peaceful protester with some freaking hot spray.
Yep.
And
we're going to hit you with sound weapons
burn their eyes, and then freaking shoot rubber bullets at them and blah blah blah.
All this is, kids, and if you don't recognize fascism for what it is, you might check out what I posted earlier this week about when Robert F. Kennedy was actually, laying it out there. And it's not too often that I actually agree with the Kennedy, but hey, if you don't blame me, you fucking look at Teddy Kennedy, all right? Come on. But Robert F. Kennedy was out there saying, this is just for the investors in it to get back their money. That's what this is about. And for them to get back their money, kids, it's going to take a good 20 years, a couple decades. Okay? I know I have friends that didn't even get to live that long, man. Yeah. And we're talking about this type of this type of bullshit on our own soil. You want to sit out there and wave the flag and act all proud to be an American. What the fuck are we proud of anymore, man? I want to be proud. I loved being an American. I really did. I thought that we were a great country. We're doing good. Then I woke up. Then I looked at it and I saw it. And now I have to sit back and go, Jesus fucking Christ, how am I going to help anybody?
Well, I think the thing about being the American people, I think their heart's in the right place. I think, even when before I was where I'm at now, when I was a statist or whatever, heart in the right place, just their mind wasn't. And again, the mindset of the belief in authority and all this other stuff, mindset, it's just getting their mind to go where their heart is, really. And once that happens,
or getting the heart to go to where the mind is, because you got people out there. I can't go pee where I want to. Oh no, I can't go. This is really what we're arguing about. This is really where we're standing. Good Christ, man.
They need to get their. Most of them, like say, when they get a good heart, they're not trying to hurt anybody. Really, they're just, their mind is scared of whatever they've been programmed with, basically, and but their heart's in the right place. If you get right to that heart, let your mind figure out where to go, and just stay on the right path. You that's how you get them out of the belief of authority, the belief of authority and statism and shit. You got to get them out of that the mindset. And have no fear. And it's not the fear. A lot of times they're scared. They're scared of the unknown. Humans are scared of shit. Scared of something that's different. Scared of something they're not used to. Scared of anything that's uncomfortable. Even if it's the truth. And it's a lot of growing, a lot of waking. But again, if they can understand that there's no reason they should have this big belief in authority that somebody else that's a human being has authority over them for whatever reason they can even think of, and say, no, wait a minute, I have authority over myself, I have self-ownership, and everybody gets that, that's on the same page, it's game over. Everybody's heart be in the right place, trying to help out humanity. But until then, it's a long uphill battle, Callie. I say this it seems like month after month.
No, you're right, man. It's a damn fucking horrible, shitty battle. And maybe it takes a stupid drunk bastard like myself to be the one that you know what? 1.21 give a fucks. I don't have them. All right? I'm going to keep on fighting. Going to keep on saying, come and kill me, government. Please, come and do it. Come on. End my suffering. Guess what? Strike me down, and I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine, man. My children, my grandchildren, and everybody else that we've been talking to for the last 5 fucking years, right? I'm not out here to make myself glorious. I'll shut this fucking network down tomorrow. I really will. This is about the future, man. It's beyond me. It's beyond Spent Kent. It's beyond my brothers Austin Thomas. It's beyond my sister Lisa. It's beyond everyone, all of us that are sitting here talking right now. Beyond us. It's the future we're talking about, all right? My kids, my grandkids, everything else.
Gone by then.
You know,
it's not like I'm doing this for any special reward or brownie points or cookie crisp or anything else. I mean, I'm doing this because it's the right thing to do, is because that's how awake I am. And, you know, I try to, like, get people to understand and get the philosophy, get their hearts open and their philosophy, unity, 2017. I'm not getting any younger. I'm not going to be around all the time, you know.
Oh, no, I fully intend to be dead.
Everybody got to step up. Everybody got to step up. You know?
I fully intend to be dead by the time this stuff comes to pass. But I'm out here trying to, and I know Spent Kent's out here doing the same thing. All of us that have been doing this for a good number of years, we know we're not going to get any recognition for it. We don't care. All right? That's irrelevant. But we know that we're teaching the right fucking lessons here, kids. We're trying to just kind of give you a little bit of information. Let you make these decisions for yourself. You call us wrong, call us fools all you want. Prove us wrong. Prove it. Tell me that government isn't the root of the fucking problem in every fucking social problem that you people seem to have.
Yep.
Eliminate that government, and you can actually make some headway. Kids, we've got to take that hour break because, holy shit, Kent, we've been talking for an hour, man.
Oh, holy fuck. Stop, keep rocking, though. We got some break time, though, right?
You know it, man. We're going to take a little bit of break. We got some Fear of the Masses coming up, a little bit of Payday Monsanto, and a few more songs before we kick in to the second and third hours, man. Here, kids, we're going to have some fun. We're not trying to berate you. We're not trying to take away from your humanity, man. We're trying to add to it. We're trying to give you just that little bit of information that may make you think. Oh, what an outdated concept. Kent, holy shit, people thinking. I'll be damned. It's one way or another, kids. You either want to be free or you want to be a slave. And we're going to continue to talk about this, plus a little bit more about why fascism is a prevalent source right here, and just exactly why it's been coming, and Google could have drawn you a fucking map for it, all right? I'm the Mouth with Spent Kent. We'll be back here on the Friday Night Super Show.
You know, I never really understood the true meaning of heroes. That is until they started calling me one. You see, it's not about wearing flashy costumes or being some paragon of truth and justice. It's about being a person who's sick and tired of watching the world burn and seeing nobody do anything about it.
The truth or you want justice, cause truth is justice is never amongst us. This place just ain't what it once was. He's saying it's Superman with a league full of just us, but I'm not the first of my kind. This revolution, mutations all through mankind. I bring it back like Professor X in his prime, back when he's walking, but I'm running to the scene of the crime. Yeah, cause I'm not scared of your rules when they provide so many variables. You write these laws just to treat us like fools. Riddle me this, who reads all these bills for you dudes? What's doesn't matter, you seem puzzled. See, we're hip to your game even though we struggle. Try to take us down, more rise from rubble. Generation X, men bringing the storm like Holly's husband trouble. So I stand out, cause it's about that time. If we're confident, do the job, I'm making it mine. Yes, I stand out, fight for those who can. I get justice, man, I get justice, man. Yes, I stand out, cause it's about that time. If we're confident, do the job, I'm making it mine. Yes, I stand out, fight for those who can. I get justice, man, I get justice, man. I go out every night for these people, the ones you abandoned don't determine I'm equal. But like Spider-Man 3, you won't survive the sequel. Cause in this King's Court, we don't see you as regal. We know you just wanna get your friends through, but will you pardon me when they burst their flames in my hands too? Then will you finally acknowledge what they did do? Till I get my Johnny Storm flame on with a matching a gas suit? Yo, I don't want the people to love me, just want them to have the chance to finally live free. But life's a bitch and a kiss, poison ivy, but that kiss of death should hit you like it hits me. So go ahead, man, remember my name, cause the apocalypse is coming all the same. Lock us up with sentinels to keep us tame, but the poor were born as slaves of broken chains. So I stand out, cause it's about that time. If the cops can't do the job of making it mine, yes, I stand out, fight for those who can. I get justice, man, I get justice, man. Yes, I stand out, cause it's about that time. If the cops can't do the job of making it mine, yes, I stand out, fight for those who can. I get justice, man, I get justice, man.
You asked me if I murdered those people? No, never. I didn't murder anybody. I did what was necessary to help people. The real question is, where were you?
I will die! What makes you think I'ma bow down to you, boy? I'm a beast mode like hanging on the rear of the court. Now coming back, I'll be attacked and put that fear in your eyes. Try to kill me, I'm like Deadpool, I can never die.
It's always why with you. Why? Well, let me tell you something. I do this so that you and all your little government friends will know that I'm waiting and you will be held accountable.
So I stand down, cause it's about that time. If the cops can't do the job of making it mine, yes, I stand out, fight for those who can. I get justice, man, I get justice, man. Yes, I stand out, cause it's about that time. If the cops can't do the job of making it mine, yes, I stand out, fight for those who can. I get justice, man, I get justice, man.
You speak to me of laws and justice. You know that if any of that really existed, I wouldn't even be here.
Oh, that good old fine upstanding Mr. Right. He sets up little cameras 'cause he likes to watch her dance. He likes to watch her dance, puts touch to his pants. He sets up little cameras 'cause he likes to watch her dance. He likes to watch her dance, to watch her dance. Oh, that good old fine upstanding Mr. Right. He sets up little cameras 'cause he likes to watch her sleep. He likes to watch her sleep, things in the rain and by the peep. He sets up little cameras 'cause he likes to watch her sleep. He likes to watch her sleep, to watch her sleep. Oh, that good old fine upstanding Mr. Right. He sets up little cameras 'cause he likes to watch her shower. He likes to watch her shower, such a pretty little flower. He sets up little cameras 'cause he likes to watch her shower. He likes to watch her shower, to watch her shower. Sets up little cameras 'cause he likes to watch her pee. He likes to watch her pee. He's trembling with glee. He sets up little cameras 'cause he likes to watch her pee. What a dirty little bastard he can be. Creeping through the night. He's creeping through the night to ease his lustful flight. He's creeping through the night. Oh, there's something Something going wrong with Mr. Right. He's creeping through the night. He's creeping through the night. He's his lots of right. He's creeping through the night. Oh, that good old fine upstanding Mr. Right.
Monday Nights with the Mouth returns. Only on the Last Voice for Liberty Network.
The lovely Tammy Lynn. You think that it's okay to let the state come in and go, well, you know what? Get out of here.
Money. It all comes down to money.
Armed thugs, police officers.
We encourage humanity to help humanity.
Join the Mouth and Tammy Lynn every Monday night, 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, only on the Last Voice for Liberty Network.
We're going to fight. We're going to keep educating people. We're going to keep waking them up because that's what they need. Regardless of the outcome, that's what they need. All right, babies, we are back here on the Friday Night Super Show, the second hour, of course, kicking in late because, hey, that's what we do. But you've got the Mouth, you've got Spent Kent, you've had some great tunes, and a little bit of truth kicked out there in your faces. I mean, Google it, look it up, start to think about these things, man. I think, Kent, out of everything that we've done, in this show over the last few years, over what you and I have done on this show, isn't it the consensus just really we want people to think? I mean,
Yeah.
is it that difficult, kids? You know, put down your fondle slab, hashtag fondle slab. By the way, kids, all hashtag fondle slab proceeds need to go to Chuck Ocelli and the Ocelli Effect. You can find them there at ocelli.com. Ladies and gentlemen, please go there, show your support. But on your favorite fondle slab, man, and yeah, my voice is going shitty, kids, sorry. But on your favorite fondle slab, you're looking us up, you're listening to the show. For Pete's sakes, man, get out there. Be a part of it. Stand up. Stand for something or die for nothing. Okay?
Yeah.
Come on, man. You're out of time.
Exactly.
You are. I mean, look at what's going on in this country, let alone this planet, and you're out of time. I know we've been telling you for years and years, you got to get up, you got to do this, You got to start fighting back against these people. And you haven't listened. You've turned a blind eye. You've called us conspiratards and everything else. But God damn it, we ain't wrong. And
there's
time
conspiratorials
is
out there
pretty
that
much out.
They ain't right either. But what we're talking about, we ain't wrong. That's for sure. This conspiratard thing too. It's like in the movement, we've got too many people that understand a little bit about the government, what we're talking about, but at the same time, they want to drag in all this other crap that makes everybody look crazy with crazy shit. That's all part of the movement, and right now I'm speaking to the people that are already awake. Beware of that. Focus and concentrate on what we do know, and that's the corruption that we are dealing with right now, Standing Rock, everything else. Government itself, and understand. And Lee and I were just talking about this during the break. Is like what we're up against. What we're up against, waking people up, these statists and these people with their beliefs in authority and their beliefs in government, trying to shake them out of it. It's not an easy task. One person, yet alone groups and groups of people. It's very hard to do, and this is what we're up against. We got to keep chipping away. That's what we got to do to make actual change.
And that's the thing, kids.
Got to be on the same page and understanding self-ownership.
You can't sit back and wait for somebody else to do it. You really can't.
You got to engage with everybody you can and like chip away at them. Just slowly. Sometimes be very patient. You can't just bombard them with all the info at once and expect them to swallow. So they're going to fight back. They're going to stick their fingers in the ears and go, la, 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 la. They're going to do all this type of stuff. They're like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Right away, start insulting. You're making me uncomfortable. The truth is making me uncomfortable.
No. I need my safe space.
A lot of that, a shitload of that. And then you got to keep fighting and keep chipping away. Just slowly bring them in. Sometimes.
I need my safe space. Don't say these things about. No, you can't say those things because that makes me hurt. And for some reason, there's like this cockles in my heart that just makes me go, no, wait a minute. That can't be true because that would mean that my entire life as dictated to me by the government, by the state, by the schools has been a lie. Holy crap, kids. I really wish it was different. I really wish I could give you something that would Mother Goose you through all this, kids. But I can't.
And there isn't one. I mean, that's the thing. It's very, you're talking about changing somebody's, basically the way they were taught and programmed and their belief system. And that's not an easy thing to do. They really have to either accept it or not accept it. There's going to be a lot of people that are just too afraid to accept it. You have to keep chipping away at them. There's some people that will accept it right away and you'll be like, bang, here we go. We got a new guy with us. Here we go. We're starting to grow. And that's very fulfilling when that happens. But it's hard. It's a lot of work. I mean,
it is.
But most of the time, you got to chip away and just be patient with them and understand that their whole belief system can be turned upside down.
And you know what? Tonight,
they're scared of it and they're fighting it.
I want to give a big shout out to a good friend of mine, my brother. For many, many years. For shit, dude. We've seen it all, man, up and down and everything else. And we've argued up and down and everything else, politically and socially and everything else. I got to give a big shout out to my brother, Mike Curtis, man. He got out there and started to do a little bit of investigating. Once he did, he started to really figure out what was going on. And I know it's that tip of the iceberg type of thing. And I want to inundate him with so much more stuff that I have at my disposal, so much more knowledge that I've been privy to figuring out. But, you got to dial it back just a little bit. Let them figure it out for themselves. I watched a movie yesterday. X-Men 2. And
I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, well, there's a line that stuck out for me, and this is why I'm bringing it up. Sometimes the mind has to figure out things for itself. It does.
Yeah.
You know, because nobody. This is where people really get lost in what the principles of anarchism really is. But nobody can make you figure anything out except for you. Nobody can dictate to you what is right or what is wrong except for you. It only takes just a little bit of looking into. It really does. That's it. You know, it's not.
Yeah, you feel from your heart too, man.
It does. You know, and you sit back and in this case, you know, especially with my good friend Mike, you know, me and him have been at odds politically for years, to where he wouldn't even be my friend on Facebook at all. And this is a guy that I call family, okay? Still do. But here in these last couple of weeks, he started to do a little bit of looking into some things.
There we go.
Not so much looking into things that Mike, you got to look at this. Mike, you got to look at that. But looking into things on his own, which is really what we tried to get you guys to do here on the Friday Night Super Show. We really have. Please prove us wrong. I wish.
And concentrate on the things you know that facts are right before you of the corruption that we're up against. You know, when you're dealing with new people and they're starting to wake up. You know, you try to keep them on point. You know, on the right path. Let's not jump down ridiculous rabbit holes and fairy tales right now. Let's just focus on what we know, where the corruption is, where it starts, and where it goes to, and how the government and the belief in government itself plays to the system that enslaves us all. All right?
Yeah.
Let's just focus on that for now. We'll be fine. We can leave the shapeshifters and everything else and reptilians for another time. Let's just focus.
Oh, that's it. You know, let's deal with the problems that we can deal with now.
Yeah.
You're all ready to jump on. Let's deal with reptilians. Let's deal with Hillary Clinton eating 400 babies until she found the right reptilian blood. Let's deal with whatever the fuck you want to make up. Okay? That's all bullshit. Let's boil it down to the basics, man. To the fucking basics. Freedom.
We got some corrupt shit going on. We need to stop it. And we need to fix our minds and our hearts to do so as a human race.
I mean, shit, dude. You want to be free? Or you just want to be a bitch?
No.
I know several women that, like to claim the title of bitch, and, that's fine. Go right ahead.
Yeah, in a different aspect, but yeah.
Do what you want to do.
I follow you now.
But,
be a bitch is somebody's bitch, though, is what we are for the government. Heck, USA is Israel's bitch.
No, you're a slave. If you are still following along with government policies, if you're still following along thinking that government is the end-all, be-all salvation to your fucking existence, you are not only a slave, and forgive me for saying this, kids, but you're a fucking nigger. All right? Not black, not white, no, you're a fucking idiot. A nigger. And that's what my parents taught me. What nigger means is you're an idiot. A fucking ignorant fucking person. All right?
Well,
somebody who cannot even grasp the goddamn concept of what freedom is, okay? Freedom is not at the end of a leash. Freedom is not at the end of a government regulations. Freedom is not designated to you by government or by legislation. Freedom is inherent when you're fucking born, okay? It's there. They take it away from you. Every fucking time, man. Every
The
time.
government, if you let the government give you rights, they can take them away.
Well, who did it in the goddamn 60s when George Wallace was blocking the goddamn stairs for some black kids to come to school? Oh, wait. Who was that? Oh, yep. He was government. Who killed Martin Luther King? Government.
Oh, yeah.
Who stifled Malcolm X? Who fucking stifled any other type of... Who killed Lavoy Finicum? Government. Every fucking time the problem you sit there and bitch about and whine about and oh my God, we gotta solve this problem. What is the root of the problem? Fucking government, man. Every time. Shit, I wish I could make this shit up, Kent. I really would. That'd be great. Me and Stephen J. Kennel could get together and write another 18 series, man. We really could. But
yeah, I was just saying, the reason this keeps happening, because of the belief in what? Say it again.
Government. It's there every time. It's the common fucking denominator, man. We're not meant to fucking hate each other because of the color of our skin or what fucking stupid ass religion we fucking choose to follow. We're meant to be people together, existing together, coexisting, having and being. My neighbors across the street, man. Guess what? They're black. If they wanted something, they needed something. You know what? My kids are hungry. You know what, bud? I got a couple cans of ravioli here. I got a loaf of bread. I'll help you out.
Videos is rock.
You know, let's cook up some feast for our families, man. Let's take care of each other. Holy crap! What an outdated concept, and I can't believe that.
In an anarchist society.
I'll be goddamned. But look at it logically, kids. I mean, really, look at it, man. Why in the fuck are we hating each other besides what the narrative on the mainstream media, the third arm of the government, aka the penis, is fucking you with, man? I mean, it's gotten almost to the point, and each and every week I have this internal battle. I really do. As to whether or not I'm going to shut the whole fucking network down, shut everything down, and you know what? Fuck you people. Go the fuck on. Keep on just being led by your fucking little sheep ring. Go right the fuck ahead and go on down fucking eternity's bullshit. You know what the big problem I can't do that with? It's because I have children. I have grandchildren in this world, and it's their future that's coming up, man.
Yeah.
It's their future that I'm going to die and leave them.
I hear you, bro.
Now, I'm not going to be like my parents or like my aunts and uncles or everything else that once I started doing radio, they sat there and went, "Why the fuck are you doing this, Lee?" And I had to turn to them and go, "Why the fuck didn't you?"
Yeah.
Here's why I'm doing it. It's because you didn't. And I know I'm a fucking alcoholic. I know I'm a fucking drunk. I know I'm a fucking crazy fucking loudmouth, foul-mouthed bastard. All right? But guess what? At least I fucking tried. And that's a hell of a lot more than I can say for any goddamn person on Facebook, any goddamn person on Instagram. There are a few of us out there, but goddamn it, we're few and far between. And if you ever dare ask me why I do this, why I get on the goddamn air, why I yell across the goddamn neighborhood, it's because you didn't. Don't make me that guy. I'll be that fucking guy. You know I will. I already am. Don't make me be that guy. Be that person yourself. And all you gotta do is kind of pay attention. It's not that fucking hard, dude. Alright? I smoke a lot of dope. I drink a lot of liquor. Alright? I still have been doing this, 1,500 shows in the last 5 years? 1,500 shows in the last 5 years.
Damn.
And guess what? Ain't stopping. Ain't gonna quit. Motherfuckers gonna have to kill me to stop. Because it's my children's future. It's my grandchildren's future. It's Kent's future grandchildren. It's everybody's future out there that I'm fighting for. You call yourself left, right, blue, green? I don't give a fuck.
Blue, green.
You fucking idiots.
Hey,
don't stop.
I do this because it's the right thing to do, so.
Damn right.
That's where I'm at. I'm with you, bro.
Well, that's where it's at, man.
Grandchildren, your children, and their grandchildren, and so on and so forth.
They sit here and they condemn me because I'm an anarchist. Oh, well, anarchy doesn't work. Why?
Because they're convinced it's chaos. They've been misled by the mainstream media again, and the way they want to paint the pictures and the narrative and all that stuff. And yeah, anarchy has always been painted as chaos and bad and everything. But yet nobody does research. If people do some research, educate themselves, like I always say, and here on the Friday Night SuperShow. People do that, and then you realize, wait a minute, that's not what that means. It's not chaos. Chaos is good government.
Well, here's maybe the hardest thing that I think I've ever asked on there, man, is why? Will you people actually sit out there and just say those words out loud? Why? Why am I following along with these people? Why am I not sitting here thinking, shit, I could be free, but I'm at the chains of these tyrants? Why am I following along with this bullshit? Why? Just why? WHY, motherfuckers.
I think it's because of their belief in authority. There we go again with that one because, God, man, such brainwashing. We're up against.
Oh, you're right, though. You're absolutely right. They have this belief and that external authority should be best. That they're going to know better for you than you can know for yourself. Why? Once again, I sit there and throw out that goddamn 3-letter word, kids. Yeah, I know I'm famous for 4-letter words, but I'm throwing out this 3-letter word here for you tonight. Why? Why would you follow along with somebody who's just going to blow smoke up your ass or piss on your back and tell you that it's raining when that ain't the goddamn case? It hasn't been the case for 50 fucking years. It hasn't. Come on. Look back to the 1960s. Lyndon Johnson wanted you niggas. Oh, he totally manipulated your folks. He totally manipulated your people. And no. All white people. That's all their problem. No, it was Richard Nixon's fault. And then it was George Bush's fault. And then it was Ronald Reagan's, and then George Bush's, and then George Bush Jr.
Now, the Democrats can't do no wrong, and the Republicans can't do no wrong on the right side. Divide and conquer. I should write a song.
But where in the fuck is this bullshit coming from? Literally, kids. They're robbing you blind on one side, extorting and imprisoning you on the other side, and you sit there and go, shit, man, if we didn't have government, then we'd be chaos. No, you wouldn't. Good Christ, man. It's not it doesn't take rocket fucking appliances to figure this shit out. The main problem, the main adversary for every living person on this planet, Jackie Mason, where you at? Every single person around this pool. That's what they don't care about your rights. They don't care about what makes you feel good. All they care about is controlling you. Now you tell me, kids, if you're out there with a Bill Clinton, a George Bush, a Donald Trump, a Hillary Clinton, and a motherfucking goddamn Bernie Sanders on a deserted island, all of you people together, which one are you going to choose to rule you?
Eeny, meeny, mighty, mo.
Wait, let me tell you, me. I don't trust any of them, and neither should any of you. I mean, I'm not trying to tell you how to live. I'm not trying to tell you how to fucking dictate your life. I'm just trying to guide you to a little bit of logic, to look there and sit there and go, you know what? Bill Clinton's a liar. Hillary Clinton's a liar. Donald Trump's a liar. They're all liars. Should I trust them? Fuck no, man. You wouldn't give a goddamn Tyrone Biggins the $20 because you know he's going to spend it on crack, right? But yet you give millions and billions of dollars to these known quote-unquote crackheads who just only want war, only want to line their own fucking pockets, man.
And this corrupt-ass system that they're puppets of.
Exactly. At your expense. Who the fuck do you think is going to build
side. They're not worried about leap year. They're certainly not worried about spending cash.
When fucking Hairdo came out last year, when Hairdo came out last year and during his campaign talking about, well, I'm going to build the wall, Mexico's going to pay for it. If you didn't stop and really look at the economy and how money works, okay, maybe you should have. Because most of Mexico's money comes from us, whether it be from the drug cartels or everything else, tourism, it doesn't matter. It always comes from us. Why do you think that the Mexican peso lost value in a matter of hours? Because the Mexican president said, no, I don't want to meet with Trump.
Well, they did meet, too, at one point in time, a couple months ago.
Oh, they did, but this newest one where after Trump's like, yeah, we're going to build the wall, Mexico's going to pay for it, then all of a sudden the Mexican president was like, nah, I ain't going to come hang out with you. And then the peso, I don't know how the peso drops in value because I'm pretty much sure that's worth like pennies here.
However they're swinging it is going to be worked out to work against the American taxpayer that's going to end up paying for it anyway. It's American dollar that we're all slave systems to. Anyways, and
it's fascism. In the end, dude, it's fascism. I mean, you put up a wall to keep illegals out that build tunnels. Great, you're really fucking thinking there. No, that wall is not going to get built to keep them out. It's being built to keep us in.
Exactly. I hate that fucking idea of a wall. It's ridiculous.
It's a prison state, man.
State is fool. That's all I gotta say. I have no pity on people that back that wall idea. It's so stupid. Think about it, guys. If you're a real truth seeker, ain't to keep them out, it's to keep us in. It's for more power. Walls are power, signs of power. They've already got enough. Here's a bit of logic. Let's just think logically too about Donald Trump and these politicians, these puppets. You know, why is somebody that's making like Donald Trump, billions a year and all this investments and this motels and hotels and all this shit. Why would he want a $150,000 a year paying job? Why would he want to be a president? That's a lot. That's a big, big pay raise for me and Lee Pierce. Fuck it. It's listening probably.
Oh shit! If somebody wants to pay us,
I make that in 3 fucking hours.
Spent Kent.
Why? Because they're psychopaths. They're hungry, fucking power hungry, corporate fucking money scheming psychopaths that we're fucking dealing with that run the world. Guys, wake up! They have no authority over us.
Mm-hmm. Shit, kid, man. If you guys really want a leader that bad, me and Spent Kent, I'll split that $450,000 a year fucking salary with Spent Kent.
Actually, I thought it was $150, man. Maybe I'm a little outdated.
No, it's $450,000 a year for president. And let me point this out, kids. That's for life. Okay?
Yeah.
Even after they're done being president, they're still garnering $500,000 of your stolen, because taxation is theft, stolen money is going into their. Barack Obama next year is going to make $450,000 off of you. Donald Trump, if you vote somebody else in, if they vote somebody else in 4 years, and Donald Trump has to go back on the wayside, guess what? He's still going to make $500,000 on your dime every year.
Donnie likes the interns just like I do too, and that $450 million a year for $450,000. Yeah, we like it a lot. There's interns too.
Yeah, it's
weapons of mass. Yeah, he likes it too. They all do. They all live it up. They all live it up on your dime, baby.
And that's some of the thing that really fucking just eats at me, just tears at what little bit of soul I got left. There are people out there that think that Donald Trump was divinely ordained to be president.
There's that religion again.
Religion aside, dude, that's divinely ordained. I mean, if he's divinely ordained, let me tell you what, kids, it's not because we've been good. It's because we've been bad. It's there to punish us.
Yeah, man, it's not because we've been good guys here. Well, some of us have, but no, not because of America in general. Let's count the bombs. Let's give them another peace prize. Let's count the bombs, the drones. Another peace prize coming to me. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great.
Barack. Or how about Kissinger, right? Was he the other one we got to give him 2?
I don't know how the fuck Kissinger is still alive. I really don't.
And maybe that shape-shifting shit is real, man, the reptilian stuff. Maybe he really is a reptilian.
Well, fucking logically, it might be that's not really still out of the fucking...
Yeah, it really is old as he is. Look, I look at it as having all the money in the world that he couldn't spend in 10 lifetimes, and he can have the best doctors kept to himself for whatever he wants. I think it's just, again, it's just...
You mean like the Rothschilds or the Rockefellers?
Psychopath pieces of crap that run our old society, our old world, and brainwash America and the rest of the world, and scare them into just to their will. And, again, once everybody understands self-ownership, once everybody snaps out of it, they will cease to exist. They will become irrelevant. They'll be tugging our coattails, protesting the fact that we don't recognize them anymore, and they become obsolete. There won't even have to be any revolution. That would be the revolution. If everybody woke up at the same time right now, like to where me and you are right now, Lee.
I wish.
Anywhere near us right now at the same time, they would become obsolete. There would be no revolution. The revolution would be like, all right, let's all start talking and communicate and do what we want to do, and we'll give anarchy a try, I think. And there would all of a sudden Hillary Clinton be up there tagging on Lee Pierce, the mouth going, hey, can I be on the Friday Night Super Show? Who are you? Go to the ocean, bottom of the ocean with the rest of your fish species, whatever
No. I'd offer her to suck my dick. Just cause.
Some gills, Hillary.
She wouldn't get the afterwards just like, because, but I'm just saying.
No, we don't remember you. That was before we were awake to, that we're the human race and you guys don't run us anymore. Goodbye. You're obsolete. And that's what needs to happen.
That's really what
happened in my lifetime, your lifetime, and maybe even your all's great grandchildren's.
I know, I'm ancient. Thanks for pointing out that I'm old, buddy.
Well, I'm older than you, so.
Yeah, but I got grandkids, nigga. Shit.
Yeah, I don't have any kids or grandkids, but I've been old enough to be a grandpa for a long time. My point, I'm not doing it for, I'm doing it for everybody, not just mine, but I mean, I'm doing it for everybody just because it's the right thing to do. It's what we were talking about earlier.
Holy shit, you mean Spank Kent doesn't have a side agenda like... Wait a minute, buddy.
But the change is going to happen long after I'm gone. It's just going to take a long time to wake as many people up to snap out of it, Lee, to just be like, okay, self-ownership, anarchy, let's rock with it. Oh.
Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I want to point this out, is that Spank Kent is doing this. He doesn't have that ulterior agenda like I do. Where I'm doing this for my kids and my grandkids, okay? Fuck all the rest of y'all. Sorry. They're the ones that are most important to me. He's out here doing this because it's the right fucking thing to do. Dennis Ford doesn't have any fucking kids, doesn't have any fucking grandkids. Out here been doing it because it's the right thing to fucking do. Okay?
Yeah.
All of us that have been out there with kids and grandkids, out here doing it, knowing the sacrifice that we have, having lost our children and grandchildren more than once, still doing what we have to fucking do. Why? Because it's the right fucking thing to do, man. It's not like we're this big bunch of fucking conspiratards, dude.
Anybody, or yours or anybody else's personally that online or whatever. But I love all y'all's children and grandchildren. So it's like I'm doing it for everybody.
They're the future.
I got Lee's motive. I got anybody else. Dennis's. I got Jay Gonzo's motive. And it doesn't matter. I mean, I care about his kids, his twins. I call myself, Uncle Spank Kent there. So it's all good. I'm Uncle Spank Kent, all right? And I love y'all. I love everybody. I love these kids. I love everybody. I love the human race. I'm doing it because it's right. I'm not going to get any reward, and I'm not leaving behind any reward. I'm too old to breathe. I'm not going to do it now. My days are getting shorter. So, and I'm here, though. I'm here right now. I'm 46 years old. I'm ready to rock. So I'll do my radio thing, and with you, Lee, or wherever I can, just be out there to try to wake people up because it's the right thing to do. That's where that's all I can say. If people don't understand that, that's what it's all about, feeling your heart and your mind, knowing that you don't need a belief in authority. You don't need masters. You don't need to feel like, somebody else can tell you what's right or wrong. You know yourself. You feel in your heart, your mind, your self-ownership, and just being, caring about other people, just being right in the heart.
And oh my goodness, how are we so horrible for promoting that? For pimping that, man? I mean, most motherfuckers be out there on the corner pimping hoes. Fat, ugly, disease-ridden hoes. We're out here pimping freedom, truth,
and the ones that are pimping
reality.
The hoes, by the way, and the hoes themselves are slaves of a monetary system that makes them that way.
Bing.
Through the whole powers that be that we're fighting against right now. They need to be on our side, but they're not smart enough to be on our side yet. They just see money. They see the system that's enslaved them. And again, that's another, and it's for all the awakened ones right now that are, we're all trying to wake people up. That's another hard one to go to. Just people that love money so much, and they don't know other way but the system of money, get over, greed, that are so consumed with greed because of the situation in the streets and everything else. That's more of the ways the powers that be win. It's more. That's just another battle that we have up top. I mean, how many are we just talking about tonight? How many different types of people that aren't awake that we have to try to wake them up and kind of just keep scratching at it? That's another type that believes in money and then just me, myself, and I. That's one of the biggest battles, guys. And their heart ain't been touched in a while.
It's one thing to believe in yourself and actually, think, you know what? I'm going to be better than everybody else. I'm going to go out and do this. Great. Go do it. Be successful with it.
Yeah.
You know what the problem is? It's that everybody seems to think that you're the only person on the planet. No. There's way more beyond what you're having in your lifetime. The material possessions that you can gather, whatever little bit of political type of savoir-faire that you can swindle, that becomes irrelevant. Because guess what? You're gonna die. Just like me, just like Spence Kent, just like Dennis Ford, just like all the rest of us. We're gonna die. And in the end, who's left? The people below us, the children, the grandkids, everybody else that we've been bringing into this world as a populace, kids. And why should we leave them this? I mean, would you go to your grandmother's house tomorrow and shit in the middle of her fucking rug? No, you wouldn't. But that's what we're doing for our grandchildren. You're sitting there, no, Lee, my grandchildren, my children, they ain't even 10, 12 years old, 2 years old. You're shitting in the middle of their house. You are. Keep on following along with this ridiculous religion of statism. Eagle flag and rock and eagle flag. That's what you're doing. It's all just a big collective turd that you're leaving them. Why can't we leave them a big collective turd that just says freedom?
Proud to be an American, but at least I know I'm free.
Don't
forget about all the bombs.
Don't ever quote Lee Greenwood on my show again, please.
I had to, bro. But
you know I respect it. That's why I said please. Yeah.
Good point made there. Stop with the blind, wrap yourself in the foot. And stop believing your masters.
Why can't you be your own master? Ladies and gentlemen, you go out each and every day. You go to work. You earn a living. And sometimes you barely scrape by just to get food for your family, shelter for your family.
The way it's set up, the system.
That's what you get out there and do. And a majority of us, a good 90%, 95% of this country, I'll be ballsy and get out there and say it. I don't care how drunk I am. Get out there, 95%, okay, of the people in this country work for a living, struggle every fucking day just to try and get by. I don't care if you got 1 kid, 2 kids, no kids. You're still trying to struggle to get by.
The system's rigged against you anyway, all the way,
Why? Once again, kids, I hate throwing that 3-letter word out there. I know you all are used to me, spouting 4-letter words all the time. But why? Why are we continuously fighting this fight? Why are we continuously struggling? I've got a one-word fucking answer for you. It's called.
This is a good one we brought up before.
Yeah, we got to get to break too, buddy.
Distractions. A lot
You
of
chime in,
Americans
and we're
are
getting a break.
distracted by the Jay-Z. I can't. Go ahead. Are you talking? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, no. You go ahead, get your point off, and then we do have to get to break.
Yeah. I couldn't tell because of the speakerphone thing, but
You're all right.
no, but we got the the Jay-Z's and the rap music and the heavy metal. It doesn't matter what band or what movie or what football game or whatever you want to watch for entertainment, but they distract the shit out of the American people. Now, as awake ones, we can pick or choose what we feel like being entertained by and enjoy it, get a little refreshment, which I do all the time. I do watch football. I watch wrestling. I don't care. When I get a chance to just get a little away time from, reality, the movement, I enjoy it. It's a good thing. It's not bad. Just don't be consumed by it. Don't be consumed by the movement, and don't be consumed by entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Because most Americans are consumed by entertainment to where they don't even know what's going on in the movement.
You're damn right.
That's another uphill battle that we're just talking about. Besides those that don't want to hear it, those that don't care, those that we were just talking about the last time around, the uphill battle, those that are scared. And then there's those that are just too distracted. There's just so many battles, awakened ones, to try to wake up the sheep. And there's all different types of sheep, like we just explained,
Mm-hmm.
and they all require a lot of patience.
They do.
Man, I just nailed it again with that.
It's not this big conspiracy or horrible thing that we're just trying to rip you away from what is good or what is righteous in this world, dude. No, we're trying to kind of point you towards it. Okay? And like we said a million goddamn times on the show, I've said it, Dennis Ford said it, Spank Tennis said it, the Sarge has said it, Tammy Lynn has said it on the show. Don't believe us. Go out there and do a little bit of research for yourself. Look into what we're saying yourself. Please, Thank you. Please. I'm pleading with you. I'm fucking begging with you. Okay, kids, before we get to this break, please look it up. Do a little bit of research. Make the decision for yourself. I'm confident in the fact that you will make the right decision. I am. Because once that shit's presented,
it figures out what's going on. Oh, can I make a point real quick?
You're good. Go ahead, buddy.
My point is to those that are awake, that are trying to wake those others up, that we're just talking about, to do their own research and everything. Every time they start doing their research, their own research, that's a great thing. It's a great step ahead when you're waking people up. And just remember what I was getting at there a few minutes ago was, like, there's so many different types of people that we call sheeple. We don't necessarily have to, but be unawake. There's so many different types that are going to come back at you in different ways. Some will be fearful. Some will be like, put their fingers in their ears, la, 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 they don't want to hear it. Others will be mad, get their defenses, and then, what we just talked about goes on and on. Some people just don't care.
Word.
Regardless, I mean, you just got to keep fighting, keep trying, guys. That those are the wake. That you're gonna have to realize the differences between the people that you're trying to wake up. Okay, this guy's obviously he's scared, or this guy don't care, and you just got to keep chipping away and not.
Well, you're right, dude. It's one of the harsh realities that you got to face. It's not like I'm trying to get better at playing guitar, but I just don't want to pick it up and play it. It's not something like that, man. It's really just grasping what is real. Grasping what reality is actually speaking to you, and then taking and doing something with it, man. Doing something positive. You can't sit and look at 150 years of government corruption and then sit there and go, well, this guy might do better. No! It's called a failed fucking system, okay? It's called, Jesus Christ, we have done fucked up, man. Let me put this in layman's terms. We have done fucked up.
Yeah.
We have.
It's gotten so out of hand. It's not coming back. We have to change everything.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, they sit there and act like it's a government for the people. And if you sit and actually read it, and you know that it was never meant for that, but all of us outnumber all of them. So then, really, where does the responsibility lie? Whose shoulders does that sit upon most heavily? If you're sitting out there tonight, listening to this show, or even not, just sitting back and feeling the pressure of life grip down around you, put that stranglehold on you, then God damn it, man, there is a remedy. Excuse me. There's a remedy to it. It's called cut the fucking head off the snake. And the snake, undeniably, look into it, man. Start doing your research. Look at your congressional orders. Look at your laws or acts or statutes that have been passed. And you sit there and start to think about where the head of the snake is or who the fucking snake is. It damn sure ain't Al-Qaeda. It damn sure ain't ISIS. It ain't none of these motherfuckers, alright? It really isn't. Donald Trump is apparently, and you could check this out on our good friend Suzanne Posel's show tomorrow night, or Monday night, excuse me.
Damn, I gotta work.
They're putting, she put it to me earlier in the post for the show. He's putting 5,000 troops, lives in jeopardy that are in Iraq. He's putting those troops in jeopardy with foreign policy. Well, you know what? Let me tell you what. Why in the fuck are they there? Oh, yeah, because the last 4 administrations has decided that was a good idea.
Industrial military complex.
Yeah, you want to sit here and blame Trump for these kids dying over there in foreign lands? He didn't put them there. I know, kids. He's a goddamn hair-dude, self-righteous fucking dillweed asshole. He totally is a fascist fucking piece of shit. Mussolini reincarnated. But god damn it, man. Did he put him there? No. Y'all give him the fucking spoon and you expect him not to eat the fucking oatmeal. Good Christ, man.
Yeah, it's a deep state. People got to understand, a lot of people in the movement, too, that are, protesting this, protesting that, got to understand what the deep state is, the powers that be. Our government, as far as the belief in government is the head of the snake, but the head of the snake is using our government as a tool, and that's the people that print out the whole system itself, the money itself, with the corporations, and then they pay off the government, and they're all passing each other little butt swaps on the back and forth in each other when they're walking by, and they're helping each other, scratching each other in the back. All this, that, and the other are paid off puppet politicians, and that's what they are. And it's corrupt to the core, and that's the deep state. It's the industrial military complex. It's the prison complex. It's the big pharma. It's all these corporations. They're right there with the bankers that basically get the more they can take away rights and make rights, or take away rights and do all that. They're just using government, which government is used as a tool for for basically fucking all of us over in the human race. Yep. And so it's time to wake up to that, people, and freaking get others to wake up to it, so we can say, okay, enough's enough. You guys are obsolete. Goodbye. We're going to do this. This is what we're going to agree on, and fuck you.
And Kent, most people, when you start to put that argument out to them, whether it be on social media or in person, then all of a sudden it's, oh, no, wait, we can't do that. Wait, we can't do that. Look, kids,
we can do it.
You can do anything. If you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. Ask Doc Brown. Okay? I'm making a goddamn Back to the Future reference here. But that is it's one of the truest sentences I've ever heard in my life. If you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. You really can. Why can't we put our mind to sitting here and saying, you know what? I don't care who's in control. I don't want to be controlled anymore.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes from these Washington, D.C. suit dummies, whether it's, Trump, Pelosi, Clinton, any of them. I don't want to be controlled. Fuck you. I won't do what you tell me. That's.
I mean, they're controlled too. They're controlled too by that.
Exactly.
The whole system controls everybody. Well, not us, but I mean, the whole system controls all of them.
Well, they're so content in being dictated what they're told that they don't even look to actually who's doing the dictation. You know?
And the government just sits there. Those guys just sit there and they reap all the benefits. They get their paid. They get their table scraps from the Zionists and the fucking corporations and shit. They get all. They just we'll make this law to help you out. We'll make this law. I'm going to scratch your back, you scratch mine. They're all making deals and deals and deals. And meanwhile, they all stay rich and we all stay, we get... There you
go. There you hit something right there on the head, buddy. You hit it right there on the head.
Yep.
They're not... Do you really value what they're doing for you at $275,000 a year? I work,
millionaires.
Almost 11 to 12 months a year. Okay? Albeit my profession.
A year, they're all millionaires, like Clinton's.
Well, my profession slows down in the wintertime. That happens, okay? It happens with a lot of Americans around this country. Can you really justify your congressmen, your senators, your president, all of them making close to $500,000 a year while they take away your rights, while they rule you?
Oh, exactly.
Dude, I would not take a goddamn salary from any person if they were to put me in a position where I sit there and go, you know what, dude?
Can I throw this one in?
Yeah, real quick, and then we better play some music because I need to have a drink and you can hear my voice.
Hear your voice. Let me say this too. Another thing, you got a guy like let's just say Harry Reid that makes let's just say $300,000 a year. Well, why is he a multimillionaire? What's he doing? He's taking payoffs. That's what they're all doing. That's why they're multimillionaires.
Yeah, look at the land grabs.
$300,000 a year budget, and you get your payoffs, and you become a millionaire, overnight. So that's what we're up against as far as the corruption goes and the whole system goes. But you were talking about taking a break, so let's
we're gonna hit up this quick break here, kids. We're gonna hit up a quick break here. Maybe a few ads and a good song, and then we'll get back here. And me and Spent Kent are gonna wrap up this show, man. Because shit, man, I think we've laid it down. Spent Kent, I want to say this right here on air, man. This has been one of the better shows. This
has been a very good show. I mean, we get right to the point and everything. And making the points right for not only those who are not awake that could be listening, but those that are awake know what they're up against. Pointing out, patience. There's a lot of good messages here in the show tonight. I agree.
Oh, we got no agenda other than freedom. That's it. We're not Democrats. We're not Republicans. We're fucking people that sit there and go, these are what these dicks are doing. Why is that right? Why?
Yeah.
Once again, kids, I want you to fucking put that word in your vocabulary every fucking time you see any type of news media, every time you hear us on the air. Why? Just ask yourself why. Please. because God damn it, it'll lead you to a way better place than where you're sitting at. I'm the Mouth with Spent Kent. We'll be back in the second hour, man, on the Friday Night Super Show.
Are you butt ugly with nasty-ass taste? Do you like pancakes? Then come on down to Betty's no-good clothes store and pancake house. Heinous dresses for big fat hoggies, cheap, tacky, ill-fitting suits that were never in style, stinky tight clothes for old people, and pancakes. And while you're here, why don't you check out our grubby, snotty little kids department, where you'll find awful, itchy kids' polyester jumpsuits that'll get the crap knocked out of them at school, and pancakes. So, put a bag on your head and hop on the ugly bus to Betty's no-good clothes store and pancake house. Terrible, terrible clothes and pancakes.
Betty's no good close up at Pancake House!
Liquid chicken, baby! Do you have problems with your
Oh, that good old fine upstanding Mr. Right. He sets up little cameras 'cause he likes to watch her dance. He likes to watch her dance, puts foot to his pants. He sets up little cameras 'cause he likes to watch her dance. He likes to watch her dance, to watch her dance. Oh, that good old fine upstanding Mr. Right. He sets up little cameras 'cause he likes to watch her sleep. He likes to watch her sleep, fixing the rain and by the peep. He sets up little cameras 'cause he likes to watch her sleep. He likes to watch her sleep, to watch her sleep. Oh, that good old fine upstanding Mr. Right. He sets up little cameras 'cause he likes to watch her shower. He likes to watch her shower, such a pretty little flower. He sets up little cameras 'cause he likes to watch her shower. He likes to watch her shower, to watch her shower. tonight. This is lots of right. Creeping through the night. Oh, that good old find of standing Mr. Right.
Oh, yeah, baby. Friday Night Super Show returning right now. This is the last bit of the third hour, babies. I am the mouth with Spent Kent, hanging out here, just trying to give you a little bit of insight, just trying to give you a little bit of knowledge, man, to get on through it, man. You can hear my voice is like deteriorating by the second, but still and yet, I've got to bring you kids at least a good 3 hours or something, man. A good 3 hours of some little bit of common sense. You know, I sorry, Suzanne, I know you hate that word, common sense, but good Christ, man. Are we going to sit here and bandy over words, or are we going to start actually doing something? Let's make a positive impact on this world, a positive impact for our children or grandchildren. I don't care if you have them or not. Let's just kind of do that, man. Conservative, liberal, it kind of really negates itself at this point. It really does. I mean, Spenkin, are we at the precipice of the full-on revolution at this point in time? Your thoughts, man?
What's the word again?
Spenkin?
No,
precipice.
No, the precipice. What did you say?
I like to use that word, precipice. I think it's because of all the peas in it.
My nut hairs. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it makes your nut hairs kind of curl just a little bit. But no, precipice. Are we at that tipping point as to whether or not, you know, we're going to be ruled by tyrants, or we're going to actually start embracing freedom?
I think we're at the breaking point of breaking open the knowledge and understanding and getting people to hear the message. And
so we're at the precipice of that point.
It's the early stages, if you ask me. It's early stages.
We're at the precipice of that point. I know it's white people talk.
I don't know that
Sorry,
word.
invoking my white privilege. Sorry.
Sounds like a denomination, like Presbyterian. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, dude, I'm just trying to invoke my white privilege because I've never had that. I'm sorry. I grew up poor. I didn't know what this white privilege was. You know, somebody told me about it once in my 30s.
Or at the beginning of the Is that what you're saying? The beginning of, getting something going? That's what you're saying, the Presbyterian? Right. That word escapes me. Hey, come on, guys. I'm spent Kent. I'm educated, but sometimes words get me in spelling, and I type in caps.
That's right, anyways, man. It's all grammar.
Yeah. That's just my thing here, typing in caps.
No, kids. I mean, really, are we? We have to be at that precipice. Once again, I like to use that big word, but no, ladies and gentlemen, we're at that point as to whether or not we're going to sit and follow along with the statism religion, which is really what it is. And you know how I feel about religion.
Yeah. Exactly, state of religion. I think people are starting to get information and knowledge, and they've got to, again, have to, turn around their belief system sometimes. Some of them have to, and actually care. Some of them actually have to care. But the human race is, information-wise, yes. We still got a long way to go, though. It's what I keep enforcing and making people just be patient and understand. Keep chipping away. We got a long way to go. There's a lot of people who wake up before, government and this system becomes obsolete. It's not probably going to happen in my lifetime. It's probably not going to happen in my lifetime. Maybe yours, Lee, but I doubt it too because you're only 6 years behind.
Hey, you die before me. I'm going to bring you back to life and kill you myself, just so you understand that.
Yeah, Frankenstein me, but I think, from there on out that the others are going to keep expanding and the younger ones are going to, keep rolling with the message and keep learning. Now,
you're right.
The only thing the government's going to try to do, and the powers that be, the control of the government, is try to outlaw our First Amendment rights and freedom of speech and protesting and stuff. They're going to make, they're going to use the media to paint pictures bad of protesters like in Standing Rock, and they're going to paint the narrative, and people need to either wake up and snap out of it or just fucking be slaves. And either way, I'll be long gone. But it's starting to happen right now. It's slowly starting to happen. We've got a lot of guys out there listening to me are a lot younger, so don't give up. Don't just be like, there's no point. No, keep chipping away. Keep working at all of them, all those different types of status and all their authority beliefs. Get rid of those authority beliefs of authority. Chip away at that shit. It's your job. It's for your children, your grandchildren, their grandchildren. Long after Spent Kent's long fucking gone.
Well, long after myself is gone, dude. Yeah. It becomes irrelevant.
You got to keep doing it. I'm preaching patience tonight and understanding like what's going on and what we have in front of us. I mean,
hey man, if you and I leave nothing else, Spent Kent, I want to put this to you tonight, man, because we've been great doing fucking shows together for this last month and everything else, and God damn it, man, if we leave nothing else for the rest of society, for my children, my grandchildren, anybody else's children, at least we've led a good, all drunkenness aside, we've left a good positive message. It's called think for yourself.
Yeah.
That's that's one of the biggest things that the Friday Night Super Show has ever been about. It's called think for yourself. Don't sit here and listen to us. We're drunk. We openly admit that we're drunk. I'm drinking liquor right now. You don't have to believe me, man. You don't have. Let me borrow a little LeVar Burton reading Rainbow line here. You don't have to take my word for it. You don't have to take Spent Kent's or Dennis Ford's or Austin. Look it up. Okay? Do a little bit of research on your own. And once you start doing that, you'll understand why we have been doing this. I don't care if no one else ever listens to our show here, anywhere. I really don't. You know what? when I die, I know I stood for something instead of for nothing. And I know that Spec Can.
When Spec Can's out of here, not leaving anything behind as far as grandchildren or anything like that going. It's like everybody's my grandchildren. Everybody's the human race. I'm doing for what's right.
That's it.
I'm not doing it for any other reasons, like personal reasons. I'm just doing it because it's the right thing to do, and I know it needs to be done.
I don't have any personal reasons, Ken.
Why? Because I can. Why does Spec Can do some of the? Why? Because he can. That's why, and it's what I'm supposed to do. I feel.
Well,
and it's not for any reward or anything. I'll be long gone. I mean, I'm not going to leave anything. The only thing I can leave behind is the good message. I'm not leaving behind golds, diamonds, and jewelry, and money, and wealth, and property, and all this full of shit stuff. What I'm leaving behind is fucking truth. When Spec Can's long gone, we can go back and listen to Friday Night SuperShow and say, hey, remember that crazy motherfucker Spec Can? He was doing all the talking about shit would leave the mouth fear? Yeah. Nah, that's what he left behind. Right?
You know, in the end, that's the legacy that I want to leave my kids.
Yeah.
Because you know what? The old man may have been a fucking drunk. The old man may have been a fucking stoner, but guess what? The old man at least stood up and didn't care who came down upon him, didn't care what government entity tried to shut him up. The old man still spoke up. And why did the old man still speak up? Because he cared about them.
Yep.
And hopefully, the kids, the grandkids, all of them, take that and go, you know what? I'm not going to let old Gramps do all this in vain. I'm not going to let my grandfather be that person who's just disregarded as a conspiracy fucking conspiratard or any of that other crap. No. I want them, if they want to honor me at all, if I've ever taught them anything, and guess what? They still do, even the ones that don't like me. I ain't wrong. I wish I was. They know I wish I was. They know that I'm not taking any sides in this left-right paradigm. They know that the only thing the old man ever wanted for them was to be free. Because the only thing the old man ever had was being free. I didn't know this for a very long time, man. I really didn't. Almost 30 years. I didn't really realize how much of a slave I was.
Well, we all are, man.
Well, I don't want that for my kids,
at least
man.
We see through it, but the ones that don't, we have to wake up and we have to deal with all their differences and bullshits, and the ones that are awake now have to understand the patience of waking them up, but keep chipping away because me and you ain't going to be here forever, Lee.
Hell no.
At our age, actually, it's not like the younger guys on the show, part of the other part of the Friday Night crew, the younger guys. Me and you ain't going to be here forever. And the younger guys keep going, they're going to be the older guys. And then it's going to go on, I think, several generations before finally, like, the real mass awakening starts happening. And as long as we can keep the First Amendment going to where we can keep this, movement going, we have a chance. But I fear to say I'll be long gone. But I don't care. I mean, that's what I don't care. That's what I want. It makes me happy to go that way when I go.
I'd rather that they come and snipe me out on my job site. Just because I'm trying to fucking lead people to freedom. I'm not trying to lead you down this Republican side of things. I'm not trying to lead you down the Democratic side of things. I just want you to be free. Hate me for that. Go right ahead. You know what? I will actually buy you a drink. Go right ahead. Hate me all you want.
Call me a drink, damn it.
Call me a bigot. Call me a fucking hater. Call me all what you will.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm fighting for is your freedom. My children's freedom. My grandchildren's freedom. And believe me,
I'm fighting for the same thing.
My children and grandchildren mean more to me than any of the rest of you out there. But
and
yet, I still fight.
And I even fight for you guys. You know, there's a couple of haters out there. I fight for them too.
I fight for everybody. It's not just us. It's not just me. It's not just my kids or my grandkids. This, albeit kids, this is why I do it. All right, I do it for my kids and my grandkids, but that's not the entirety of it. It's your kids, your grandkids, because your kids and your grandkids are going to be intermingling with my kids and my grandkids. And they're going to build the future that is there. Yeah, we'll all be long gone. That's great. Awesome.
You know what they'll be saying, Lee? They'll be saying, well, my daddy, my great-great-granddaddy was cooler with Span Kent than yours was. My great-great-great-granddaddy was cooler with Span Kent than yours was.
You know what I want our kids to say is you know what you can no, wait a minute, buddy.
I'm doing it because it's the right thing to do. Why? Because I can, and I will. And
strike me down tomorrow. All I want is all my kids and all my grandkids to kind of connect with all the other kids and grandkids and say, you know what? Let's be free. Let's not take this authoritarian rule over all of us. Let's stand up and say, you know what? I'm going to say what my old man said to you. No, motherfucker. No, and wait a minute, with the side of fuck no. You cannot rule us. We will do as we see fit, and we will make it right. That's what I want. That would make that, ladies and gentlemen, I will quit radio fucking tomorrow if all my children come up to me, all 4 of them. Yeah, 4 people is what's dictating to me whether or not I need to keep talking to you, okay? Because they're the 4 people that I will do anything for. Sorry, they're my children. They're the only entire reason that I'm doing any of these shows. If they came out tomorrow and said, you know what, old man? You're fucking right. God damn it, you've been so fucking right. So fucking drunk, but yet so fucking right. And we can't say that you're wrong. I will stop tomorrow. Recluse myself into, I'll stop fucking drinking tomorrow. If that's what they came and said to me. I'll recluse myself, sit back, smoke a few joints, and know that my kids are going to take up this mantle.
That's because Lee knows. That's because you know, Lee. I'd still be going too.
Well, you know, somebody's got
I'd
to.
still be rocking and rolling either way. I'll still be going. Spank Animal 3 until I have to go.
Well, you know, I can't fucking.
See, I've been introduced to my mortality. I've been introduced to my short time on this planet left. A lot of those kids 10, 20 years younger than us, you know, in their mid-20s and shit like that. They're like, we got all the time in the world. You think that. You get introduced to your mortality, you start to see things a little bit differently. And this is you know, the older guys understand what this is about, and people that have been near-death experience, you know, can understand what this is about. But, yeah, the life don't, you know, time don't last forever. You will get older. You will catch up to Span Kent's age one day. Nobody can beat time. Span Kent couldn't beat him. You ain't going to beat him. One day you'll be my age, and you're going to see that you're going to be introduced to your mortality, but you're going to understand that you're doing the right thing for the human race. You're doing the right thing for your children, grandchildren, everybody else's grandchildren, for the human race. You're doing the right thing. And that's what keeps me going at my ripe old age here, which I'm still young and ready to rock, by the way.
God damn, you old fogey. Good Christ.
I'm still rocking along here. I'm not bald yet. I got gray hairs, but I ain't bald, bitches. So let's just keep thinking about that. But no, I keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to reap the benefits. It's not my children, not my grandchildren. It is. All y'all's is mine. Everybody's mine. We're all one. And I love everybody. I love the human race, so that's why I do it. And I'm going to keep doing it.
That's why we keep doing on the show, man.
Keep trying, like, steer people in the right direction. And I really do right now want to reach out to the people that are awake, that are out there, that are trying to wake up the Republicans and the Democrats and the regular sheeple. Yeah, guys, be patient. Be patient and stay focused. Don't fly down those stupid rabbit holes. Just stay focused on what we know. Follow with it. Stay vigilant. Do that. There's lots of different words and descriptions I can use here. But stay with it and don't be frustrated and just keep chipping away.
That's the long and short of it, man. And, you can't stop
the people
fighting.
That are believing in Trump right now, they're believing in Hillary right now, whatever. They're on a different page, or excuse me, they're in a different book right now. I'm talking to people in the same book, but trying to get on the same page. That want to just stay focused and keep chipping away. It's going to take. It's a long battle. This ain't going to happen overnight. A lot of people think, oh, the revolution's ready to happen right now. It's going to happen overnight. No, it's not.
No. There's no happening overnight.
These people are ready to go. We're going to go do this, that, and the other. I remember being on Friday SuperShows last year, discussing this with a bunch of different people. I'm not going to start naming names and everything because I don't want to piss anybody off. But
I'm glad you remember more than I do. I have to actually download these things.
Man can't laugh lifetime. That was when I was 45. Now I'm 46. So let's keep counting. So, no, it's not going to happen in my lifetime. That's not what it's about. It's not like I'm seeking a reward here. I'm just doing what I need to do, what I have to do. It's the right thing to do. Because I care about everybody's children and grandchildren.
I got to ask you because, all right, I'm not going to, I don't like saying this.
It's not a hero thing either, so if you're going to ask that, it's not
No. This is an identifying type of thing, or at least self-identifying. About 3 years ago, Kent, it's really hard for me to say. I decided that no matter what the loss was, I was going to keep on doing what I'm doing and keep on fighting and keep on saying, this is wrong. You should be doing this. It would be way better.
Right
on. 2 of my kids don't really talk to me. I don't know if a lot of you people out there really grasp what that means. It's an unintended consequence of having to stand up and say what's right, especially when they have another parent who's telling them that, everything that you do is wrong.
Oh, right on, yeah.
And, then the hardest part is not rebuting against that. Fuck that cunt. No, she can't tell you that I'm wrong. Fuck, I'm always right. No, I really want to be wrong. I really wanted to be wrong for, goddamn, a very long time, kids. I really have. Unfortunately, I'm not. Unfortunately, I have actually looked into these things and seen what's going to come. I mean, you could take everything that I've looked into, cut the fuck off, and look back at World War II. This is what's going to happen. The unfortunate part that I can't really put across to everybody else anymore is how much worse it's going to get. Because it's going to.
So people got to keep waking up, man. Or you keep chipping away, like I was saying.
Yep. That's where you hit it on the fucking head, brother.
It's funny, man. I mean, I've been around for a while. It took me 42 years to wake up, pretty much. I listened to Rage Against the Machine since they came on. Just heard the lyrics, but didn't get it. Didn't feel it till now. I go back and listen to the lyrics. That's what he's talking about. I get it now. How many fucking songs are like that? How many albums?
They were demonized as liberal fucks.
And understanding a lot of what they're saying. But, you know, in the time where you're and I will have to claim that I was on one side of the spectrum at one time. I was a conservative. I was a G. Gordon Liddy listening, Sean Hannity. So, fucking, you know, Bill O'Reilly sometimes, not all the time Bill, because Bill's all over the place. But, you know, I was a Fox News believer and conservative. And a lot of my friends are now, too, and I'm left cleaning up that mess because I helped bring them into that shit. And now I see through them. And I start seeing through them.
Buddy, Broseph, we got to end the show, man. We're down
it was
5
crazy
minutes.
times. I woke up, and now since then I've been on fire, bro. So here I am.
Long story
short. But go ahead, Lee.
Yeah, we're going to talk here after we get off air. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Friday Night Super Show. This is the one and only place that you might actually get a little bit of truth from, a little bit of reality. Because we're not pulling any punches. We're not pulling any drinks. We're just here. A couple of guys that trying to fucking help. Just help. Okay? We got no agenda other than freedom. We got no meaning or ulterior motive other than freedom.
No more.
It's just freedom. If you can't recognize what freedom is, maybe you should keep tuning in the show. On the Mouth with Spent Kent. We love you.
Educate yourselves, boys and girlies, and kiddies. Educate yourselves.
We love you.
It's
okay. It's okay to fucking go crazy. It really is. Just when you start to come to realize that, family and friends are more important to you than which tax you pay, we'll be here. Yep. If you think that it's more important that women and children go across seas and die for oil, we'll be here. We're not going to walk away from you. We're not going to act like you're a subhuman figure. We're going to still be here, advocating the same thing that we have been for years. It's called freedom, kids. And I hope
that kid loves you, and he'll talk to you soon. Go ahead there, Mr. Lee, the Mouth Peter.
You know it, man. If you ever want to have a home, it might be right here. Sure, we'll be mean, but we're not going to turn you away. On the Mouth for Spent Kent. And Friday night. Who do you say?
Later.
Don't hate, just appreciate it.
slimy slime, increase my headache, migraine, replace the pain with sugar cane. My head is on fire and so are my feet. I can't fucking think from the needles and pins that stick in my skin. Oh no. Right from it, love it is. Don't yell at me, bitch, or make me feel small. I'm hanging by a thread, and that's not all. I'll bite off your head. No. Right from it, love it is. More quicker than big, more catcher than toy, more dollar than cardboard, darker than sand. More roller than number, more tougher than cheek, more roller than mash, more potato than mash. Right from it, love it is. I'm ready to explode for my garbage. Build up, I cannot wait to hit. The road that used to homo angst release, come on, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Ow! All I wanna do is throw out a cloud and scream to the top of my lungs. Set me free, gotta do it now if you know how. And make myself, I know you do the rest. This is only test of immuneness, a slimy slime. Increase my headache, migraine, replace the pain